second, everybody. It's the old Cranky Gamer here from the nursing home. Almost literally. Uh, I am sorry I haven't supported you guys in the last, I don't even know how long, week, 2 weeks, 10 days. Thing is unfortunately, due to a chronic illness, that, that I have that will eventually take me down, but not anytime soon. But due to a chronic illness that I have, I unfortunately, I would love to say it was a tale of great adventure. It was something exciting. I was doing like the extreme sports I used to do, or I was on, or it was a funny story I could tell, pass along. But unfortunately, no, none of that is true. Due to the chronic illness here, I got dizzy, and I basically just fell, passed out, and smashed my head against the table. And so I had a major concussion. This is, I believe it's around my sixth. I could be off and on. I remember my first one was when I was young. I got a foul ball. I used to play catcher, so I played catcher from the age of 7 to 20. I was in the Mets. I got a shot with the Mets Rookie League. I really stunk, but I got a shot because two of the pitchers, I knew two of the pitchers in a traveling baseball league. Anyways, I got a foul tip, and I wasn't wearing a mask. Stupid. Yes, I know. And the ball just bounced right off my head. So that was my very first concussion. That knocked me out for a while. They thought I was dead. Second one was a guy named, a big kid called Jimbo, I think Jim Clark, we call him Big Jim Clark, something like that, or Jimbo Clark. But he was huge for our age, and he bowled me the hell over, trying to score from second. So that was my second concussion. My third concussion was in football because I played middle linebacker like Bobby Boucher of the Waterboy. I had another concussion in the Army from an IED in a combat zone. And then there was another one where I was in, we were doing a field exercise, and I got a fever, like a really bad fever. I think it was close to 104. It might have been 103.6 or something. So I got this fever dream, and I went out, and I kind of hallucinated, and there was these big raccoons that used to eat all the trash out there. So all the companies, all the barracks would go to the same kind of location for our field training. And I thought that there were Smurfs riding them. I do recall this. This is the one thing I recall from it. But from what I gather, I got wrapped up in barbed wire. I smashed my shoulder against a tree, and then I banged my head against the howitzer. So, and how many was that? So 2 in baseball, 1 in football, 2 in the Army. And then I think and the other one was I base jumped off of, I forgot what that mountain was. What is that mountain? It's the flat mountain in Wyoming. I cannot recall it right now. See, and that's the problem, is that my short-term memory has been really, really scrambled. And unfortunately, I can't watch any videos or TV or anything, or I couldn't. I seem to be doing a little bit better now, so I will be catching up on your videos shortly. But my short-term memory has just been absolutely horrible for quite a while here. And so, and I can't remember what the hell that is. It's in Wyoming. It's a flat mountain. Yeah, I'm going to remember it much later, but there's base jumping. It's not exactly legal. I jumped off of that, and when I landed, stupid mistake, I didn't turn correctly. fell over, hit my back, and then bang my head, the back of my head. So yeah, that was no, that was 6. So this is 7. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this was the 7th one then, and so yeah, 7 concussions. Not good, not good. Protect your head, everybody. Uh, and so yeah, it was just one of those weird things. Anyways, so I'm going to do. I'll be uploading some more of my. I've already recorded and edited all the Outer Worlds. That's all finished. And hopefully I could get to Disco Elysium because my sons were really, really good and great to me for my birthday, which was last month, beginning of the month. And so I got a Steam card so I could get Disco Elysium, which I'm really looking forward to. A great RPG that I was hoping to play. But I didn't know, I knew I didn't have the funds to waste money on another game, which is why I was playing like Stardew Valley and everything, which I will get back to as well. Anyways, all of that aside. So, yeah, we'll be playing Disco Elysium, hopefully after the Outer Worlds, after I upload all of those. I'll still be playing Stardew Valley. I'll still be playing RimWorld, and those will probably be it. I'll probably only be uploading 3 videos a week, if that. And I think that would be it. One main game, and then the Stardew Valley. I think that would be a nice Sunday thing. Maybe with that I'll stream. Who knows? And then with RimWorld, maybe I'll put that up on a Friday so I could play it like on a Wednesday or something. Um, and then after I die in RimWorld horribly, because that colony is something. Uh, that random roll really hurt me. Those guys are useless except for the one guy. Okay, so here we're in 1997. I did do some things where I did fire some managers, even though they had winning records, or like the Yankees went to the World Series. Billy Crystal, the actor, is now the owner of the Yankees, not George Steinbrenner. And you remember Chicago White Sox, Michael Jordan took over the Chicago White Sox. For the Milwaukee Brewers, Bob Uecker took over for that. He's the owner. And for the Chicago Cubs, Bill Murray, the comedian. Bill Murray is the owner of the Chicago Cubs. I don't know who else. Well, we got Fidel Castro, owner of Havana. We got Halu, the brother of the richest guy in the world at this time. We got Harank, or whatever his name is, the guy that did. Boy, I cannot recall names. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna stumble over words sometimes too. So, but yeah. Anyways, so the Yankees. I had Billy Crystal fire Buck Showalter, and I did recommend managers and staff to the teams as the commissioner. I am omnipresent, so I could make them have the managers, but I didn't want to do that. There are some teams that actually chose different managers from the ones that I recommended, which means I give them a contract, which was like what they were asking for, nothing more. And so there are some teams that actually chose different front office staff than I give a contract to. Now, so yeah, Joe Torre is now with the Yankees. He's got Don Zimmer as his bench coach. He's got Mel Stoudemire, and they look to repeat to win the West, but they're the ones that have, I think, the greatest risk of losing it, because I really think the Blue Jays and the Red Sox, I don't know why they have the Indians here. The Indians don't look like they're going to have like a great pitching staff. I just think Boston is a little bit better than Cleveland. That's just me. Even, Cleveland's got all these home runs that they think they're going to pile up, but I'm not so sure. I'm not really sure that's going to happen. And then Baltimore, Chicago, that's going to be a disappointment for Michael Jordan. If he doesn't get up there, he's very competitive. He fired his manager as well. Sparky Anderson left Detroit. And then over here, Seattle is the favorite again. I think they were the favorite last year, and they just underachieved, which any Seattle Mariners fans here will attest to. That's what they do. They look to be the speediest team, basically because of Ichiro. Um, and then you got the Angels coming up, and they have the best outfield. I mean, Colorado is not bad with Bichette, who had his 66 home runs in '95. Remember, he is the record holder for home runs in a season, beating Roger Maris. But he also has the asterisk kind of thing, where people are wary of him because he plays his half of his games in Rocky Mountain Ballpark. It is not called Coors because there are no corporate naming rights. The hell with that. That's horrible. I hate that. So Rocky Mountain Ballpark is the 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 massive hitter park here. Mexico City's close, but Mexico City has higher walls. But on this is something a lot of people don't know, is Mexico City is actually higher in elevation than Colorado. So yeah, Mexico City and the stadium there in Mexico City is probably the highest elevation. Um, I forgot. Let's see. So you got Colorado. Let's look at Colorado just to show you here. It will show the elevation for the ballpark. So you got Rocky Mountain Ballpark. You can see that 1.000 is average. So that'll go off of its stats. However, you also get a boost in this home ballpark. So if your average is 300 and then you have 1.111, then you might hit 333. Am I doing the math correctly in my head? Probably not. Probably not. Now they get 8-foot walls and 14-foot walls out there in right field, but the wind blows out to right field in Colorado. So that's why they have these walls to kind of diminish, so it's not really heavy-handed for home runs for left-handed hitters. Now the elevation here is 50,200 feet. Now if we go to Mexico City, Mexico City's ballpark is called, I think that's called the Sun Stadium. My Spanish might be failing me there. But they have 15-foot walls in left field and 12-foot walls in right field. And their wind blows out to center, I believe. So they are at, oops, you know what? That's capacity. That is not elevation. Good gravy. I forgot. I forgot what the elevation was. I'm so sorry. I knew I was gonna falter on some of that stuff, but I think it's like, yeah, that doesn't even make sense. 50,000 feet. No, it's like 7,000 feet in Mexico. Anyways, let's go back to the preseason predictions. As you could see here, the Texas Rangers they got 6.0, and Texas has a pretty good heavy ballpark for home runs. As you can see, 203. They look to be hitting more home runs, but Atlanta, the launching pad, they still have Atlanta Fulton Counting Stadium, which was called the launching pad. So they look to be hitting 248 home runs, where Colorado is 213, and then Mexico's 121, simply because they don't have the talent. But Texas is also a good ballpark for home runs. So they have a weak pitching staff, so they look like they're going to be in last place. Kansas City, of course. Twins, I think they're going to be doing pretty good. If everything goes their way and they don't get injured too much, I think the Twins might surpass. I mean, they got Havana 6 games over 500, which would mean, that's probably the best we're going to have for an expansion team. They're going to climb up. So Pete Rose, the manager there, looks to be doing really well, getting that expansion team into competitive balance. Now, and also, I mean, the Mariners, Angels, and Astros, the Astros who went there last year got swept by the Yankees. They also fired their manager, Terry Collins. And Terry Collins, I believe, went to the White Sox. So Michael Jordan picked up a winner. And Astros thought we could do better, and I think they got Larry Dierker. Oakland A's got Art Howe. The Kansas City Royals, they have Frank White as the manager, and they have Willie Wilson as the bench coach. Two very key Kansas City Royals for quite a while. And then the Tigers, Alan Trammell retired, longtime shortstop, and he made Lou Whitaker his bench coach. So that is pretty amazing that I like. The Washington Nationals picked up Mookie Wilson, who was the hero of the '86 World Series for the Mets. So all you Mets fans, take notes. He's in the American League, so don't worry. You could root for him. Red Sox have Jimmy Williams. Cleveland, I think, still Hargrove. Cito Gaston still for Toronto. Now the top 10 hitters, Frank Thomas looks like they say he's going to play in all 154 games. He's going to have 41 home runs and hit .317, but his on-base percentage is really low for his talents. And Frank Thomas has only hit 20 home runs last year, and he played 132 games. So that's kind of, who knows if that's going to be the case. Manny Ramirez hit 17 home runs. He can't stay healthy though. So in order for Cleveland to compete, he has to stay healthy. Jeff Bagwell played in 154 games. They're saying he's going to do that again and hit 34. Garrett Anderson, such a great, the development engine, like these guys have stats based on what they did in real life. Now, what I have is the engine just goes wild, and it's as soon as I put the stats in, or they import with like their peak. So if they had a career year, that's their peak potential. Now, whether they reach that is unlikely, but they should get close. But the development engine could do whatever it wants, and if they get injured, they might not reach it at all. Okay, so that's key. That's key. And I think what happened is Garrett Anderson at age 24, look at that. He is a 5-star overall player. I think they were kind to him. And yeah, he looks to be .370 and probably winning the batting title. J.D. Drew, Phillies fans hate this guy. St. Louis Cardinals fans don't really like him, but they root for him because he was part of their team for a while. But he had Scott Boras as an agent, so the heck with him. Tim Salmon, 149 games, hitting 36. He's been pretty consistent. He hit 44 last year. Albert Bell, whether he plays or not, who knows? He gets injured quite often. And Derek Jeter supposed to hit .356, 10 home runs, probably like 40 stolen bases. And then Alex Rodriguez supposed to hit .296 with 37 bombs. Over here, Randy Johnson, of course. They got Roy Halladay, but he's a closer at the age of 19, so I don't know why they have him starting. They also have them with low games because during spring training, I had them all have a 6-man pitching rotation, strict rotation, so no one got skipped. But during the regular season, what I'm doing here is they have a 4-man staff in April. And then, and that is going to be a strict rotation. And then in May, they're going to have a 5-man staff with start highest rested starter. So if they have an off day, the 5th man may be skipped. So Randy Johnson should hit 300 strikeouts. He hit, he came close last year, but I think he did get injured a bit. I think he got injured where he was out like a week or something. He should have pitched 33 games if he was healthy. Greg Swindell didn't do well last year, but for some reason they think he's going to do 2.943 ERA and 14-3. I don't know. I don't know why they think that. For Yankee fans, Sterling Hitchcock never panned out in real life, but he has been really, really well this year. Then they got Eshelman. They think this guy Eshelman is going to be doing really, really well for at least this, for what he's potential is. And then you got Sertoka, which is another guy that's basically a journeyman. They think he's going to do really well. In the NL, of course, they think Atlanta's going to run away with it, hitting so many home runs. And they think Portland is going to repeat as the West champions, and only the Padres are going to give them run for their money. And they think St. Louis and San Francisco, Colorado, Dodgers especially. Ooh. And Tommy Lasorda retired for the Dodgers, so Bill Russell's there. And Mexico and Hawaii. So this time, I think Dale Murphy is not going to survive the axe. I think after this year, if he finishes with less than 55 wins, I think he's out. Which means Buck Showalter is going to be available for hire, and he'll probably get the Hawaii Islanders job. They think Barry Bonds is going to hit 57 home runs and bat .319, have 24 stolen bases, which is odd because Barry Bonds has not been Barry Bonds since we started the simulation. He's only hit 21 home runs. I mean, he's played 110 games and then 103 games, but he hasn't come close. You'd think he'd be 27, 28 home runs, even with those amount of games, but no. But near, they think he's going to hit 57. And that Mark McGwire is going to do a run for the money, because I did the St. Louis thing. There was in 1997, what happened with Oakland and St. Louis is that Tony La Russa got a part of St. Louis, became the manager, and he brought Mark McGwire and Dennis Eckersley, and I think he brought somebody else with him too. But he also brought his Dave Duncan, his pitching coach, with him, and I think he brought Carney Lansford, another coach he worked with for quite a while, and he also managed. So I did that because I just thought it was nice. I wanted to play that one. I won't do that all the time, but I wanted to do that one where I wanted Mark McGwire to go to the National League. And McGwire does. They did it on the same day. They did it. That's pretty cool. Candelaria sounds with the Athletics. Candiotti. Oh, wow. Okay. That is cool. That is really cool. 4-4. Bonds and McGwire hit 300 home runs. Paul O'Neill is doing... Preston Wilson's doing really good under his oh, get this. Preston Wilson. Mookie Wilson is Preston Wilson's uncle, but he's also his stepfather. Yes, you heard me right. So it seems that Mookie Wilson's brother was dating a woman for a little bit, got her pregnant. Don't know if he took off or, just Mookie Wilson was there to help support. And they broke up, of course, because it wasn't a long-term relationship by any means. And then Mookie Wilson just kind of fell in love with her and married her. So he's the stepdad to his nephew. And I think they've been married ever since, too. So Chuck Finley has 3 wins. Darryl Kyle has 3 wins. This is not a surprise by any means. Over in the National League, that is a surprise. Osvaldo Fernandez at Portland has 4 wins. John Smoltz at .56 ERA. Sammy Sosa slugging 10 home runs already. Mark McGwire is up there. Bobby Bonilla is up there. Hal Morris of Cincinnati is leading with a 441 batting average. Over here, old man Terry Steinbeck, 442. Juan Gonzalez, that is not a big surprise. His nickname is Juan Gone. Instead of Long Gone, Juan Gone Gonzalez. Kenny Lofton is leading in stolen bases. That is a nice comeback for Kenny Lofton. Luis Castillo over in Portland has 12 stolen bases. Edgar Renteria has 11. No wonder Portland is dangerous. They can hit and they can steal bases, and they have a very good pitching staff. Strikeouts, Ashby, Skurick, and Bobby Witt. And over here, strikeouts, Randy Johnson, of course. Langston's not too far behind him, which is kind of odd. And Dwight Gooden, 1.3 WAR. Oh my God. Where the hell did Dwight Gooden come from? I know he got traded from Colorado to Baltimore, but that is something else. Troy Percival has 7 saves. Bobby Ayala has 5 saves for Seattle. Dennis Eckersley is the ageless wonder, has 7. Tom Hankey, for Colorado has 6. Trevor Hoffman 6. Rob Nen is actually doing as well. And Mike Perez. And when you have that accente or whatever it's called for the Perez, it's Perez. So, wow, that's amazing. Okay. Jeff Bagwell has 11 home runs. That's, ooh, look at that. Bagwell, Juan Gonzalez, Alex Rodriguez, Jim Thome have 11 home runs. Derek Jeter's hitting 408. Darren Fletcher, the catcher's hitting 381. Kevin Young hitting 374. That's good because the development engine has been very kind to Kevin Young. Sammy Sosa, 15 home runs. And I think Mark McGwire's hurt. But Chipper Jones is not hurt. Go figure. That is amazing. David Justice coming back to prominence. Danny Tartable for Texas is coming back. Oh my God. What is going on here? It's like backwards. Derek Jeter has the biggest WAR. And now we just got to go to league settings. And we have to do 5-man rotation. Strict. Occasionally start highest rested starter. 11. We're going to have 5 relievers. And 17. And let's just play next week and see what happens there. Now the Pirates are keeping on point with the Braves. What was supposed to happen is Montreal was supposed to be there, but they're barely trying to hit 500. The Nationals were supposed to actually be decent, but they're 6-23. The Sugar Kings were supposed to be over 500, and they're highly disappointing. Hawaii is where they're supposed to be, but Mexico City is 500. So out of all of them, Mexico City for the second year in a row has been the overachieving expansion team. Go figure on that one. Jeter's still dominating. And it looks like the home run totals and everything are kind of good. Sammy Sosa. Oh, here's Pedro. Pedro Martinez is finally kicking some butt. Oops. That should be 16, shouldn't it? All right, let's go here. Historical stats. There we go. And then we will play to next month. And I think maybe that'll be it. So I'll do these videos in 3 tiers for the year. So I'll do the overall beginning of the year with April and May, and then June, July. I'll do June, July, August because we only have the All-Star team there. And then I think we'll do September and the playoffs with the off season, right? No. I should be doing this all the way till June. So that's what I'll do here. Bagwell Sosa hitting 20 home runs so far. Randy Johnson, 86 strikeouts. Andy Ashby. I really like that they're going to have we're going to have a bunch of 10-win starting pitchers. Saves look okay. So it looks like guys will have 30 saves. That's what it looks like. Derek Jeter has 16 stolen bases. Ichiro is not... What is Ichiro doing? Ichiro is not doing as well as you'd think he'd be doing, but Kevin Young is almost hitting 400, which is pretty good for this time of year. And here comes Chipper Jones. surpassing Sammy Sosa. It might be right. He might hit 50-something home runs this year. That is pretty amazing. Jack McDowell, 1.38 for the Yankees. He has been kind of a godsend. He did not do well in real life when he went to New York. But he is I knew the Blue Jays. I knew the Blue Jays were a danger to the Yankees. And the Red Sox and Indians are there. And I knew Chicago wouldn't be as bad as they said they were. I knew it. But the Nationals overcome Detroit. That's good. Now we need Havana to kind of jump over these guys. Texas is really overachieving. I want to see how that's playing out. The Dodgers in last place. That is not good. And here comes Mexico. Mexico kind of faltered. And Hawaii kind of bounced up. So Dale Murphy's trying to save his job. And then, of course, the Phillies suck. I knew the Phillies would stink. But Pittsburgh and Atlanta. Now, let's look. Let's look at the news. Come on. Load it up, baby. Load it up. $9.99. Okay. So, top 100. Yeah. So that's one of the out of the park baseball guys. Oh, Pablo Sanchez. Oh my God, Pablo Sanchez, the secret weapon. Pablo Sanchez, 5'2", 135 pounds from Backyard Baseball. He's starting for Mexico. Nice. He's got a 356 on base percentage. What's this guy doing? Oh, he's hitting 304 with a homer. 44 games. Not bad. 362 on base percentage. Wade Boggs, he's back hitting 338, so that's good. Ryan Klesko is still out for 7 weeks. That is a big, big spring ballpark. Oh, he was just suspended. Jack McDowell, 9 games, 6-0, 1.46. Jeez. How the hell Jack McDowell get so good? And this I'm just going to love. I'm just going to love this. Where is it? Come on, you got... Wait, hold on. We got Bonds here. There we go. Mark McGwire. So Mark McGwire, strained groin. That's why. Only played 23 games. Has 11 home runs. Yeah, he's injury prone. Barry Bonds. Oh, good Lord. He can't stay healthy. That so sucks. He's never going to get like 140 games. And he's only batting .213. That sucks. Candelaria signed with Oakland, 6-3, 3.34 at the age of 43. Damn you, Candelaria. You just won't age. Tom Candiotti goes to Cincinnati. Has 11 games, 6-3, 3.47. Wow. Renteria, 3. Randy Myers. Randy Myers is back. 6 games, 3 saves. So good. Detroit was really waiting for him. Chuck Knobloch out. Troy O'Leary, is he back? Yep, he's back. Renteria, 34 games. Palmer, Dean Palmer. Uh-oh. Multiple errors. I don't know how many errors he had, but Dwight Gooden is 12 games, 2-6. He started off strong, and no. I knew that. I was like, man, he cannot keep that up, but 33 games here. Glenn Murray. Oh, that's why Havana. That's how... Glenn Murray was the guy that was supposed to hit like, 28, 30 home runs. That was Havana's power hitter, and now he's gone. That's why. Osvaldo seems to be slowing down. He was on a good pace, but now not so much. Triples. Mike Stanley was hurt. Seems he's back. Manny Ramirez again, another guy that's just hit with the injury bug. It's like all these really good players are hit with the injury bug. Oh, Jamie Moyer. Nice. Okay, so he's doing okay. Boehringer, not good. Only had one game. Blew his arm out. 35 games for Renteria. Mark Gubasa doing a hell of a job for Kansas City. Scott Spezio? What's Scott Spezio doing? So he's playing second base. He's really a third baseman. Batting .304 with 7 home runs. Very good. Cecil Fielder. How you doing, Cecil? Cecil is 33 years old. He's got 3 home runs, 221, 42 games. And Pedro Stachio, 16 strikeouts for Pedro Stachio. That's good. 36 games for Renteria. Oh my God, did he break something? Oh, Hershiser, that's his career. It looks like he was the closer. Why was he the closer? That's very odd. But that's Orel Hershiser's career right there, in a nutshell. 38 years old. He's not going to come back from that. So, any Dodgers fans, I'm sorry. Orel Hershiser's last year, he just torn labrum. Visciano, 331, but he's got a deal. Oh, he's playing second base. So the hidden weapon, Pablo Sanchez and Jose Visciano. Nice. Swindell is doing very good. He's the reason Oakland was going to compete, but not anymore. Chris Hoyles is out. Oh, he came back. So only 24 games. Delgado. Mark Kotze got a Player of the Week award, 327, 4 home runs. Alex Rodriguez hits 3 bombs, 289, 16 home runs. Yeah, that's... Gil Heredia, the only pitcher that Mexico really had. And he's gone. That's not good. Steve Avery, how are you doing in California? You're not doing as good as you were in Atlanta, but you know, you're a hell of a lot better than what LA had last year. McGwire, of course, we know he's hurt. Brett Beatty, one of those triple or quadruple A players that just in AAA he could hit really well. Then we got promoted to the major leagues, not so good. John Lieber is doing better in the last 2 years. So good for Pittsburgh. John Jaha. Yeah, he got traded. So John Jaha got traded because I forgot to show you those guys. I'm sorry. So Doug Drabeck's out for 2-3 months. That's a bummer. Darryl Kyle, young man, died of aorta eruption, aneurysm or something like that. One of the aneurysms in your heart where it just blows up. He just went to sleep. I think he was like 32 years old. Never woke up again. That was a shame. Tim Worrell. So, oh yeah, that's why. Orel Hershiser was the closer for the Dodgers because Todd Worrell was out for the year. Now his brother joins him. Personally, I think these two are just going to go fishing. That's what I think is going to happen. Bonds out 2 to 3 months. That's, good Lord. Boston, Cincinnati. Okay, so Tinsley goes to Cincinnati because Boston had a extra outfielder, 2 extra outfielders, and they get Hector Carrasco. So what is Hector Carrasco doing in Boston? Not doing well. But, hey, give up an extra outfielder, so it's not a big deal. Larry Walker hitting .353 with 10 home runs. Tony Fernandez of Colorado. He's the guy that was traded for Dwight Gooden. So Dwight Gooden was with Colorado. And then Tony Fernandez was with Baltimore. And he goes to Colorado, hits .307. Not doing as well as he did last year, but I wonder what his defense is like. Let's look at his fielding. Career fielding. So 96, he had 91 games, 976 fielding percentage, range factor of 4.1, negative -0.4 in zone rating. Oh, he's doing much better with efficiency and zone rating and fielding percentage over in Colorado in 51 games. So he got a little fountain of youth. John Candelaria gets his 200th career win, so I'm glad. That's, you know, now he can retire. Danny Tartable, left fielder, doing okay, doing really okay. Donovan Osborne really took the next step. Looks like he was good. He's the ace staff over there. Oh my God! Wait a minute. What? The rich guys. Gary Gaetti is making more than Barry Bonds? Why? He's been 227, 5 home runs. Oh my God, the salaries. Julio Franco is one of the highest paid players. And he's a pinch hitter, it looks like. Chili Davis, another pinch hitter. So Portland's paying, oh my God, almost $8 million for 2 pinch hitters. You gotta be kidding me. This game drives me crazy sometimes. Daryl Sherman, remember that he got traded for Kelly Stinnett? Basically because it looks like they wanted to put that JT Fringe guy in as catcher. So Stinnett's gone, Hundley went to Washington. And Daryl Sherman, 276, 338. Oh, he needs that on base percentage up. He needs it up. Draft pool revealed. Here we go. Bill Hall. Oh, I remember Bill Hall. Yes, with Milwaukee. St. Louis Brown. Oh, SLB, AAA. Yep, Milwaukee. He had a nice little thing with Milwaukee. He wasn't a great ball player. Oh, he hit 35 home runs one year. Yeah, I remember. You remember? I remember. Yeah, he had one really good year, 2 good years, and then he just kind of fell off the planet. Hit 225, and then he was just gone. I wonder if it was injuries or something. But, yeah, he's going to be what was his real fielding? I think he was a center fielder, wasn't he? No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. No, he was a shortstop. Okay. Yeah, he was a shortstop. Oh, and then a center fielder. Oh, I think they messed with him, though. That's why. They put him third base. They kept on switching him around. Aubrey Huff. I think he was with the Devil Rays. Tampa Bay, yep. He was with the Devil Rays in Baltimore. Aaron Rowan. Oh, he is a hero in Philadelphia lore. We loved him. He was only here 2 years, but man, he crashed into a wall. He had such guts. But yeah, Chicago White Sox, just a scrappy player. Got injured a lot. Pat Burrell. Pat Burrell is an on-base machine. Frustrated the hell out of me. A lot of sabermetrics fans will say, well, there's no difference between Pat Burrell and Adam Dunn or something. Well, the thing is, Adam Dunn could launch bombs, and he was just a better hitter overall, and Adam Dunn could actually steal bases. Pat Burrell, I saw him do way too many strike ones right down the middle of the plate because everybody knew he would not swing. He always wanted to draw a walk. Always wanted to draw a walk. And, I mean, he hit decent home runs, but damn, he was frustrating where it was just like, I mean, he would strike out a lot and walk a lot. He was the prototype of this 250 walk, strikeout, or home run. It was just frustrating. Oh, and CC Sabathia. Oh, and Juan Pierre. I love Juan Pierre. Great defensive center fielder. Play with the Marlins. Oh, he didn't play with the Marlins for long. I remember him as a Marlin. Huh. Yeah, he skipped around. I do remember him playing for the Phillies, though, as the left fielder and the leadoff guy. Because this guy, he could draw decent walks. He had his best on base percentage year with the Phillies. But his whole point, he could steal bases. He is the prototypical stolen. Look at that, 65 stolen bases. He'd hit 300 to 320. Um, well, 290 to 310. So, of course, 295 was his average, which is pretty good. I like that. And 361 right here, 305, 361. He didn't need to slug that much because when you steal 65 bases, you're really having doubles. You're turning singles into doubles, technically. Couldn't hit a home run to save his life. Troy Glaus, a big power hitting third baseman who just, I think he was injured a lot for the Angels. Aaron Cook. CC Sabathia, though. He just retired. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so that's going to be a good... Oh, Paul Molitor went to Minnesota. Wow. Okay. So, it looks like he's starting. Maybe this will be his last year. Wow. Kurt Schilling went to the Dodgers. And he sucks for the Dodgers. And he sucked for the Phillies. Schilling might be out of the... And they got Paul LaDuca. Oh, well, Paul LaDuca. So the Dodgers are keeping Mike Piazza, who was traded to the Marlins in real life, and then the Marlins just flipped him and sent him to the Mets. But it looks like the Dodgers are going to keep Piazza. Sammy Sosa banging crap out of the park. Greg Maddux, 6-4, 3.64. Oof. Not doing as well. I don't know. I think he'll straighten it out. Maddux always kind of straightens it out and goes right down to that 2 point something something. Fletcher might get traded. He's batting 337 with 8 home runs. I don't know why you would trade him if you're in the running. Biggio's going to the disabled list, which is odd for him, but for the last 2 years he's been injured. Greg Vaughn as a pinch hitter, not too happy, and plus he's only hitting 115. So he probably will get out of there. J.D. Drew, 12 home runs, 367. Damn him. Damn him for being so good. Marquis Smith. Oh, he's a left fielder. Well, it looks like he was a pretty good backup for the last 2 years. That's a shame. Baltimore needs all the bench players they can keep. Chris Carpenter, 22 years old. He's out 2 weeks. Not bad. Not bad for a 22-year-old. Chuck Finley, 7-3. He's continuing. He got better. He had an off year last year, and now he's good. Belliard is injured. Batting 348. Now, he's a little scat guy. Look at 348, 417. He's actually slugging 451. Andy Bennis, 2.17 ERA. Very nice. Kevin Young. Keith Johnson to the Toronto Blue Jays. Okay. So it looks like he's just backing up. The Dodgers get Devon White? Why would you trade Devon White? Why? He's only hitting 248. What was his defense like? What was your defense like, man? 38 games. Oh my God, his zone rating was 6.1, which is amazing. That's amazing. That's gold glove right there. Why the hell would you get okay. Well, Dodgers are probably trying to win it all. Manuel Fernandez, huh? Done for the year. Gabe White. Oh my God, he was doing really well. He took a step this year. Nice. Bordick is with Havana. Fractured his foot. He was hitting 380. Very nice. Kyle out 3 weeks. Bobby Thigpen. Bobby Thigpen is in the minors. Holy moly. Artichoke. What's he look like? 94, 96. Oh, his control kind of went down the crapper. Well, if somebody gets hurt for Portland, I hope he gets up there. Randy Myers, 53 for 1993. He was injured. 92. Eckersley had 51. And right now, he's got 13 for St. Louis. Rod Beck, 93, had 48. He's got 12 this year. Again, we're not doing the current day closer type of thing. So you're not going to have guys with 50 saves with 56 innings pitched. They're probably going to have like 80 innings pitched. Probably going to have 80 to 90 innings pitched. Probably going to have like a 70 games played. Clemens is injured, so he is gone. And I think that's it. I really think that's it for Roger Clemens. Wow. I think it's definitely done for Roger Clemens in Boston. Nope. Wow. So he's a free agent after 98. Eric Hansen. What a good trade for... What? Well, not really. I don't... Well, he's 3-7. He's 3.66. I mean, not bad. Let's look at the voting update. Okay, so top vote getter is Tim Salmon, who is batting .333 with 10 homers. Mike Stanley. Okay. That must be popularity. Mike Sweeney. Okay, so here, I'm going to make a little decision here. Mike Sweeney now is no longer a catcher. He can't catch anymore. He can only be first base because that injury has killed him. Because I hate seeing him as a catcher. Damn it. He's a first baseman. No, make him a first baseman. Okay, Veritek. 245 with 5 home runs. His potential is only 3. Oh, no. So he's gone downhill. Frank Thomas. Yeah, Frank Thomas. 261, 365. Only 9 home runs. He's just not as good as he used to be. I don't know what's wrong with Frank Thomas. What is wrong with Frank Thomas? Palmeiro. Well, Palmeiro is off the steroids. That's what his problem is. Jeff Bagwell is he's the number 1 first baseman. You can't deny it. Alomar, 304, 4 home runs, probably has nice stolen bases. Chuck Knobloch, 304, 3 homers. Craig Biggio out for the year. Adrian Beltre, 324, 12 home runs. You go, Adrian. Man, I want him to be dominant. I mean, he just retired last year. So he was 42, I think. Good Lord, if he lasts from 18, if he lasts from 17 to 42, oh my God, he could probably get 3,600 hits and maybe 550 home runs, maybe 600. Coomer, oh, I love you, Coomer. You're doing a hell of a job in Havana. Valentin, Jeter's number 3, Alex Rodriguez number 1, John Valentin, good, okay. Garrett Anderson, what are you doing, buddy? 393 with 4 home runs. Jeez, Jiminy Christmas. Jeremy Giambi, the goofball brother, 380 on base percentage, 9 home runs. Bernie Williams is actually better. Oh my God, his potential went down too. What the hell is happening here? What is happening? Ken Griffey 304 with 12 home runs. Edmonds. Tim Salmon, Kirby Puckett, Randy Johnson. Troy Percival. Okay. Dennis Cook. Oh, Dennis Cook is the closer. Huh? Todd Jones doing better than he did last year. Joe Roa. Ah, that's weird. AL Sammy Sosa. Well, that's... Dave Nielsen is doing better than Mike Piazza? Piazza hit 287, 9 home runs. Huh. Well, Piazza peaked at 95, and he's been going kind of downhill ever since. Tettleton for Colorado. 36 years old, still smacking him, still swatting him. Mark McGwire hurt, but of course, you know, he's popular. Brad Fulmer. Eric Karros is just consistent. I don't know if he'll get 35 home runs this year, though. He might. He might get close. He might get like 31. Jeff Kent. Mikhail Franklin. How many strikeouts do you have, buddy? You're projected to strike out only 116 times. So 95, he struck out 162 times. Then 123. And it looks like his walks are going to go up. He's going to hit 293. He's going to hit 44 home runs. McKay Franklin, a guy that really didn't make anything out of himself. I like those stories. McKay Franklin's going to be like one of the best second basemen in the league. And Belliard's doing a hell of a job too. Kevin Young. So if they got Mikhail Franklin and Kevin Young, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Rondell White, center field. Why is Barry Bonds playing center field? It pisses me off. Please put him back in left field, please. Skurick, 6-4, 2.39. Greg Maddux, 3.64. Smoltz. Oh, Smoltz is not doing so good. Valdez, he went down. Bobby Witt, he went down. Wow. Woolers, what are you doing? Holy shoot, Woolers. That's inhuman. 0.75. Tom Henke, well, Colorado is not kind to a 39-year-old pitcher. Todd Worrell. He's been out all year, but yet he's number 4 in starting. Yeah, he's going to be out. John Franco. Only 2 saves. Why isn't John Franco the closer? That's weird. Jeter 20. Let's see what else we got. Anderson has a hit streak. No! 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 Torn rotator cuff at the age of 37. Oh, Chuck Carey, one of my favorites. One of my favorites from one of my old replay leagues that I think I started in 1980 or something like that. Man. All right, so his final 23 wins, 42 losses, 3 saves. 180 games, 93 game starts. Give up 77 home runs. 8.5 WAR career. Oh, I'm sorry, Chuck Carey. That so sucks. Lieber's out for the year. Looks like he was gonna get over the hump. Bellhorn. He was having a decent rookie year. Gruzionic. What are you doing over there in Dodger Town? Doing pretty good as the shortstop, I'll tell you that. Derek White at 27. Second year in Milwaukee. And he has been on fire since he's gone into Milwaukee. Derek White. Mark Clark for Cleveland, unheralded. This guy just wins. That's all he does. He's like, I'll give up 3 to 4 runs, but I'm going to win. Carl Everett. Oh, I know Carl Everett. This guy didn't believe in dinosaurs. So they called him Jurassic Carl or C-Rex. They used to make fun of him. He was like one of those evangelists, like those guys that would say that it's only 10,000 years old, the world. Pedro Martinez doing really well. Randy Johnson, Bennis. JT Fringe, 304. There he goes. Lance Berkman's out. Oh, Jack McDowell's out for 8 weeks. That is going to be very, very hard for the Yankees. But it looks like Pettit is doing pretty well for a 24-year-old. Jeff Juden and Vinny Castillo. Come on, Vinny. What are you doing? All right, so what do we got? June 1st? Okay, so what I have to do here... do I want to change it now? June or July? No, I want to change it now. So 60, 15, 5. All right. Apply changes now. Mail and news. Delete all messages. Am I in charge of a team? No, okay. Okay. Now, what I have to do here is the standings. Pittsburgh is ahead of Atlanta. Milwaukee and New York Mets. Oh my God. Let's go Mets. Montreal, who should have been vying for it. But hey, listen, no one's running away with this. So aside from the Cubs and the shitty Phillies, my shitty Phillies, everyone's in here. So even Cincinnati's got a shot. Cincinnati's probably the weakest team. Portland is just running away with it. So San Francisco, without Barry Bonds, they're nothing. Mexico City had a nice little run, but now they've fallen back to earth. Hawaii, they want to save Dale Murphy's job. The Dodgers, it looks like Bill Russell, I don't know. He may get fired after 1 year. Mike Scioscia might take over. Dusty Baker might find his job out. I think Pete Rose is safe, even if Havana. I mean, they're still close enough. That's not a horrible record. Oakland, Texas is overachieving. Kansas City is definitely overachieving. And then, of course, the 3 teams that we thought were going to be in it, Houston, Los Angeles, and Seattle. And what do you know? Seattle is underachieving. Even with Randy Johnson, Ichiro, Ken Griffey Jr., Alex Rodriguez, Tino Martinez, Edgar Martinez, Jason Varitek, a catcher, they're still underachieving. They got the most stacked freaking team, and they still can't freaking blow out the competition. That is such a Seattle Mariner thing. Toronto, probably because the injuries the Yankees had. So Toronto is overcoming everything. Cleveland, Boston, Chicago still have a shot. Baltimore, Washington, Detroit are just out of it. Alan Trammell not having a very good year. And let's just look. What is Toronto doing? What is Toronto doing that is so good? Okay. So let's look at who's injured. Wow. Dwayne Ward, Tim Raines has a concussion. Well, that's... I feel you, Tim Raines. Kevin Gross. Oh, he'll come back. That's good. So, now, they got Kevin Gross that's going to come back. Roy Halladay, finally, yes. Wait a minute. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know. Should I have an extra picture? I think I did that wrong. Hold on. I think I did that wrong. Okay, let me do 15 and 6, and we'll play a week. And see how that goes. All right. Back to Toronto. No, play into the first year player draft, and we'll get that done. Because that's kind of quick. Ray Langford and Mike Piazza. Oh my God. Oh my God. What did they do? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Jim Converse for Havana. Doesn't matter. What the hell? Okay. So. Oh, actually, Carlos Pena jumped to the #1 spot. Michael Young. Oh, Michael Young. Very good for the Texas Rangers. Very good shortstop. Rafael Furcal. It looks like they have like a and there's Adam Dunn. That's very, okay. Jeez, that's going to be good. Who are they going to go with? That's going to be awesome. Who are they going to go with? If I were Hawaii, I would go with Sabathia. If I was Washington, I might go with Michael Young. The newspaper. Kent blames injury on weights. Yeah, okay. I think it was your juicing, buddy. Chipper Jones has not missed a game, it looks like. 27 home runs, 382. Ken Griffey Jr., 13 home runs, 311. Wow. How the hell is Chipper Jones hitting? Wow. Jeez. Okay, so Guthrie goes to Cleveland from Havana, and he was having a fantastic year in Havana. And they're going to get Miguel Flores. Fill the few gaps in our roster. What gaps? What gaps did you fill? You got rid of Mark Guthrie. That was stupid. This is a stupid trade. I don't understand that one. And then where the hell is... Mark Clark has been all over this newspaper. 2.46. Oh my God. Mark Clark with Mark Guthrie? The Marx Brothers? Woo-wee. Anderson, 24-game hitting streak. 380. You're hitting 388. Kevin Tapani came back after being injured, is doing a hell of a job. Here it is. Langford, who was hitting 302 with 10 homers. Now, the Dodgers traded for Devon White for center field. A gold glover. And they got Ray Langford, and they put him in left field. Rich Batchelor, okay. Ooh. This guy, that guy, something else. And 415 for Mike Piazza. Wow. Oh my God. John Smoltz is out for 6 weeks. Not good. Okay. All right. Hold on. JT Fringe hitting 305. You know what? That's pretty good. Not horrible. Tony Gwynn got hit number 2,500. he hasn't been injured. He's 37 years old. He's batting 300 with 6 home runs. 372 on base percentage. I cannot fault that. He's not Tony Gwynn that used to get on base 43% of the time and slug 508, but he can still hit. He can still hit over 300. It's a shame when when the good players go away. All right, so we have our standings. Well, actually, let's do first year player draft. Okay, I want to see how this goes. Okay, so continue draft. Now, it doesn't mean that they're going to get these players. They have to sign them as well. So, auto draft for Hawaii. Who are you going to grab? CC Sabathia. I knew. Good job for Hawaii. Get that pitcher. Now, Washington, who did I say? Michael Young. Nope, they got Troy Glaus. Interesting. All right, this has to be Michael Young. Matt Holliday. Pat Burrow goes to the Tigers. Kansas City gets Rafael Furcal. Nice. Philadelphia gets Morgan Ensberg. Which is that's a bad draft. That's a bad draft. You got Scott Rowland. Why the hell would you get Morgan Ensberg? You have a third baseman for life. You jerks. You better trade Rowland, I suppose. Cubs get P.J. Ryan, who seems to be closer material. And now the Royals get another pick, and they get Michael Young. Rangers get Jeff Weaver. The Giants get Huff. Adam Dunn goes to Oakland. Phillies pick again. They get Eric Burns. Oh, I like Aaron Burns. He was a chugging motor. Montreal gets Aaron Rowland. Colorado gets Carlos Pena. Michael Kadire goes to the Red Sox. Juan Pierre goes to Baltimore. Bill Hall goes to San Diego. He fell down the draft board. Aaron Cook goes to Chicago. Orlando Hudson. Oh, the O-Dog. And I bet you he doesn't have his freaking nickname. Damn it. Why don't they bring the nicknames in here? I said yes. So Pittsburgh gets Orlando Hudson. I remember him. Boy, he was a great fielding second baseman. But again, they have McKay Franklin. Leobardo Aruz. Eric Kinski. Julio Rivas. I don't know who he is. Scott Linebrick. I remember him. Adam Kennedy, another good second baseman. He had a very weak arm, though. Jay Gibbons, he never really mounted to anything. Masato Yoshi, okay. Cleveland gets Yoshi. Brad Lidge, another closer in the making. He's got all the setups. A hero in Philadelphia, Brad Lidge. When they won the World Series against the Rays. Rich Gomez. Brian Lawrence, don't remember him. I think he played for Chicago Cubs. Brandon Inge, great defensive third baseman, like amazing third baseman. Here comes Montreal. Toronto's pulling ahead of the Yankees. Yeah. And Seattle's staying put there, so that's good. Percival, anybody got 20 saves yet? Nope. Hitting streak, Garrett Anderson. Edgar Renteria had a 36-game hitting streak. Oh, man. I wanted to get 40. Bagwell, 25 home runs. Chipper Jones, 37 home runs before the All-Star break. Jeez. Okay. Now, okay, so if we look at the statistics, and you look at the projected batting, 47 doubles, 252 hits for Jeter, 13 triples for, oh my God, what? How the hell this catcher, 13 triples? Really? The catcher? He's got 21, he's projected to have 21 stolen bases, or does he have 21 stolen bases? No, he's projected to have 20. 10 stolen bases too? 6 triples. Yeah, I don't think you get that. I think that's just a freak of nature. 86 home runs Chipper Jones is supposed to hit. 86 home runs. How does that happen? How does that happen? He's got 65 home run power. How does that happen? Please tell me he's just having like one of those like spurts. Because the rest of it seems okay. I mean, Sosa with 60 home runs, okay. Bagwell Gonzalez with 53, I get it. And then you got like, yeah, you got a couple. Oh, Mike Wolf, look at you, dude. You have really turned into something out of nowhere. Reggie Sanders. Oh, Mike, he also strikes out 177 times. And Reggie Sanders at 29 strike. Oh my God. Ventura's going to lead in walks. Where the hell is Frank Thomas? There's Frank Thomas. 277, 12 home runs. How is that? How? Please tell me how. Jeez. All right. Well, thanks for joining me on this endeavor. Let's go to the projecting pitching first. Pedro Martinez, 12 strikeouts per walk. Wow. Bye-bye, Maddox. You're no longer the man. Randy Johnson, 11, almost 11 Ks per 9. Pedro's 9. Yeah, there we go. Randy Johnson, 302 strikeouts. That's what I want to see, man. That's what I want to see, because he's had instances where he hit 372 strikeouts, and yet 372 in 2001. And because that's when strikeouts became, home runs became prevalent, and these power pitchers just basically started striking out everybody. 26 wins for Randy Johnson. Now that's what I like to see. I want to see 25, 26 wins. What do you got? Kurt Schilling, Jesus, 24 losses. Schill, you're done for, bud. You're just done. Bill King, you got sent down to AAA, maybe? I don't know. 6 shutouts, Mark Clark, Darryl Kyle. That's good for shutouts. Game start at 34. Okay, so 34 game starts. That's what it should be. 34 or 35. And I think, hold on. Let's see this. Okay. Win log. Boop. Pitching stats 1, pitching stats 2. Better 1, better 2. Better 1, better 2. How about blown saves? Eddie Guerrero. Oh, no, Eddie. Come on, Eddie. 8 blown saves. I was rooting for you. Mike Maddox is now a starting pitcher, but he had 13 saves with 7 blown ones. Jeff Montgomery, 13 and 7. You guys, if they're blowing this many saves, you got to get them out of there. That's too many blown saves. What's the save percentage? Rick Aguilera. No, okay, so yeah. Wow, look at that. 5 saves, 5 and 5 chances. So that's why they got him. So I guess getting rid of Piazza was good enough to get this guy, huh? Quality starts. Quality start percentage. Hippolito Pichardo in Oakland. 6.46 ERA. He's got 100%. Oh, he only had 1 game. I'm sorry. Complete games. 9 complete games for Pete Skirk. That's what I like to see. Look at that. Okay. And so that'll do it. Thank you very much for joining me. Get out of my ballpark.